All right, let's get you started on this beginner upper body weight flow. So Sylvia's gonna come down all the way to the floor, and you guys are gonna follow along at home, all the way down to your stomach. And so from this position, what we want you to do is arch your chest just a little bit, lift your forehead off the ground just a little bit right there. And you're gonna try to extend your hands all the way out overhead, and then bring them down around to your sides, bring them back to that fully extended position, drag your elbows all the way back in, and then this is really important, tuck your pelvis, press your knees into the ground and lift into a plank. From there, go back down to your stomach, very slow and controlled, and then go ahead and repeat by doing that reverse snow angel where your hands come down and back up. So I'm going to highlight some key points for you at home to make sure you're doing this right so that you master it and you can work up to the intermediate and advanced levels for this flow. So first off, making sure her shoulder blades are pulled back so her shoulder is back and down like this, rather than rotated inward. I never want to see anybody doing this kind of motion. We want to think about opening the chest as we go through that reverse snow angel. Another thing is thinking about posture as we do this exercise the whole time. So you're thinking about tall through the top of your head, like you have a book on top of your head, extending your spine from tailbone to the top of your head. So we're going to do just a few more of these. Practice slow at first, and then as you get more advanced at this, then we can increase the speed like Sylvia is doing right here, and we can master this particular body weight flow. We're going to do just about 1 more minute of this exercise. She's going to come out and back, and like we were talking about, those shoulder blades stay pulled back and down the whole time. We don't want you shrugging your shoulders up as you do this exercise. Now once you get better at this, you can go a little bit faster as we go through this beginner body weight flow. And one of the most important parts is just really tightening that stomach muscle down as you press the elbows and the knees into the ground, into that plank position, and making sure your pelvis is in a good spot. So tucking your pelvis, not coming up with your back arched like this. So let's go ahead and do 2 more, Sylvia, and then we'll finish up this body weight flow. You guys are following along at home. Make sure you're focusing on perfect form, perfect movement. Start slow. As you feel like you're getting better at the flow, then you can increase the speed. So last one, come down, arms out, open chest, come down to the hips, open chest, bring it up, come back down on the knees, and go ahead and bring yourself to a standing position. So you can just walk your hands up, come all the way to that standing position with control, and we will see you guys at the next body weight flow. All right, let's get you started on this intermediate upper body weight flow. So Sylvia's gonna come down to the ground all the way onto her stomach, and we're gonna go through this flow 1 step at a time. So come on down. First thing you're gonna do is arch your back and get tall to the top of the head. Then you're gonna lift your hands off the ground, making sure not to internally rotate those shoulders. So keeping your thumbs toward the sky or the backs of your hands open towards the sky. And so you're gonna do kind of a reverse snow angel where you bring your hands down to your hips, back up, and then drag your elbows back in towards your hips, tuck the pelvis, and lift to a plank position. And then slowly under control, come back down, and we're gonna repeat that move for this body weight flow. Now at first, it's better to move very slowly, because what we're trying to do is we're trying to strengthen your core through a range of motion as well as stabilize your shoulder blades doing this exercise. So we're gonna give you better posture and better core strength with this particular body weight flow. Let's continue doing this flow at a nice smooth pace, and then we're going to speed it up for the last minute real quick, show you guys how it can be done so you can progress working towards the advanced body weight flow. So Sylvia's kind of speeding it up a little bit. Let's speed it up for you guys too at home. We're going to do this for about 45 more seconds. So down, everything stays tall to the top of the head. As she comes down, her shoulders are still open, her chest is still open, pelvis is tucked. That's the most important thing with this lift, is that we tuck the pelvis on that plank when we lift up. We don't want to press up with our back bent like that. So make sure you tuck the pelvis, stomach muscles work real hard. Let's go ahead and do 2 or 3 more reps. I'll decide here in just 1 second. We'll see how Sylvia's holding up. So elbows come in, tuck the pelvis, lift it up, tall to the top of the head. Think about like standing with a book on top of your head. So consistently just thinking about tall length from the tailbone to the top of your head. All right, let's do 1 more. So come down, arch the spine, open the chest, little reverse snow angel, bring the hands back in, press up to that plank. Good. Come on down and go ahead and walk yourself up to that standing position all the way. And that is this body weight flow. And we'll see you guys at the next one.
All right, so let's get you started on the advanced upper body weight flow. So you at home and Tyler, you're gonna go ahead and come on down onto your knees, extend all the way down when you are laying belly down. Hands are gonna come down to your side, you're gonna extend straight out, and you're gonna circle your arms out and around. Now, on this particular move, what you wanna make sure is that your head is long in line to your spine. You're gonna bend your elbows, you're gonna push yourself up into a plank position, but if you notice, Tyler's elbows are forward of his shoulders, so you wanna press down, keep the core nice and tight, lift the chest, circle the arms out and around. You're gonna bend the elbows back to your side and back, forward and down, okay? As your hands go down, you wanna press firmly down onto your forearms, keeping the core nice and tight, keeping the glutes tight, keeping those inner thighs squeezing nice and tight. So you're gonna feel those shoulders, you're gonna feel the back, you're gonna feel that core nice and tight, circle them all the way around, keeping the arms extended nice and long. So as you're moving through this flow, you wanna be aware of keeping the core nice and tight, keeping your pelvis tucked under. That's gonna be very important when you pop yourself up, because you do not wanna arch in your low back, okay? Extending the arms all the way around, circling it again, okay? Move out of Tyler's way here, and back down, and forearms down, keeping that pelvis tucked under as you pop yourself up into a plank position, keeping the core nice and tight and extending out. So as you begin this move, and as you master this move, you're gonna pick up the speed, okay? Now, Tyler's gonna go ahead and do about 2 more of these moves. He's gonna pick up the speed just a tad bit as he pops himself up, back down, extend the arms, circle all the way around, keeping your shoulder blades pulled back, forearms back down again, tucking the pelvis, core up nice and tight. So you're gonna go ahead, you at home, gonna do 1 more. Tyler's gonna circle around, do it 1 more time, back down again. And as I mentioned, as you master this flow, you are gonna pick up the speed just as Tyler did. So circle all the way around, back down, and pass up, good. So you're gonna go ahead, walk yourself all the way up to a standing position, and we'll see you on the next body weight flow.